I don't
And I
see
want all of
anything.
you to know this is a big show tonight. It's a big show, and it's a new environment. We're in a new environment. Ask me why, Vicky. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm Vinny. This is Vicky.
Hi, how are you?
It's our Facebook Live on Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, which we love to do. Big announcements coming up. Big shows coming up. We're in front of the fireplace today.
Yeah.
And we can do that.
We can do that because we don't have living room furniture still.
We have no living room furniture. We were able to move our studio
Yeah.
into the living room because somebody threw all our shit away and said,
I didn't know that you couldn't get furniture. I didn't know that it took so long. So
well, it's still going to take long because
Yeah.
even though you didn't know it would take that long, you still haven't ordered anything at all.
no,
so
we
you're
have
full of
looked.
shit.
In defense of me, we
Vicky
have
thinks a living room, a company just going to come in and go, you know what I
no,
think
no,
you would
no,
like?
no. We have looked several times. We haven't found anything we like, and I'm not spending an exorbitant amount of money
The last time
because it's all jacked up. I'm just not doing it.
we looked, we were at our house. Our
Yeah.
house. Give me a little wine there.
There you go.
Our house in Freehold Mall. I was walking around on the phone, and she's got this sales lady with her working her ass off. And Vicky goes, "What do you think of this?" And I literally said, "I just don't give a shit. Please just get something in the living room." I don't give a shit. How can you pick out furniture and go, "Oh no, not that," when you have no furniture? If you're naked, you don't go, "Oh, I'm looking for a different pair of pants." You put on the pants you get.
Well, honestly, because once she brought me around to different couches. So first she started out trying to judge where we were financially. And
Here's where we are financially. We look like we're about to lose the house. If you come in,
So-
it looks like we sold everything to pay the mortgage.
so she's trying to judge and she's doing the whole like, well, this is really nice stuff until I see a nicer set across the store. What are you doing?
I want to see your face.
Yeah, a nicer set across the store. And then now she thinks that I know how much the other set is, which I have no idea. I have no idea how much the other set was
Right.
at this point.
'Cause
And
you
now,
don't give a shit.
no.
Go ahead.
And now she's bad mouthing the first set we were looking at. Like,
Right.
oh, it's not versatile. It's not that comfortable. You really want this set. So now I plop into that couch and I'm like, oh, it's great. Oh, I love it. And she's like, isn't it nice? And I'm like, yeah, it's really great. And so I said, I really need a microfiber couch though because of our dogs. And she said, well, you can have that special ordered. And I said, oh, okay. So now I asked her what the base price of just the couch is. And it's 13 grand.
What?
So yeah, that was 13
we'll
grand.
never have furniture.
Yeah, so
I'm not
like-
paying $13,000 for my goddamn dog to climb on a
No,
couch.
no. So I was like,
you didn't tell me that.
yeah. So, but now we're stuck in the store. So now I've got
Stuck
to
in the store. I would have
pretend.
been like, "See you later, bitch. There's a pandemic on."
So now I've got
Oh
to
my
pretend like we're gonna get it. And now she's like, "Oh, we can special order. We can
Oh
do
my
this.
God.
We can
Special
do that."
order.
And in
Yeah,
my
here's
head,
your
I'm
order.
like,
the special part is you pay for it.
"Well, the special order. I'm thinking if the base price is 13, what could possibly be
13,000 just for the couch?
for the base price for the model in the store? Now, if we wanted microfiber, it was going to be even more." And
That's ass.
And her whole attitude towards me changed when she thought that I was going for the more expensive couch. Which,
Oh, is that what?
yes, that's why she was very aloof when we first came in.
You know
She
what's
was
funny? Can I tell you something?
Oh, yes. Go ahead and look. Yeah.
You don't know. Now it's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked in. It was a slow Sunday night.
Yeah,
They had an hour to go.
right.
And when we walked in, she gave me some mask.
Yeah, she gave you some gruff.
She gave me some, because I didn't have
Yeah.
a mask on. And she gave me the side eye.
Yeah, she did.
And then she said, well, you really should have your mask on.
Yeah, she did.
And I'm like, well, I'm vaccinated and I'm
Yeah.
healthy. And as I've said many times, I'm very good looking. So I don't think the thing's going to get me.
Yeah.
And I said, well, now I get it. So she gave me shit.
Right. And she thought we were looking at the lowest model, like the lowest end that they
Right.
had.
And
And
you know what happened later on in the process? She took her mask off. Now I know why.
Yeah, because you were also saying, because you didn't know how much things were, you're going, get whatever you want, Vicky, get whatever you want. So now she's like, cha-ching, cha-ching.
I didn't know any of that.
Yes.
I didn't know. You
Yes. So in my head, I'm like, okay, great. Like, what are we going to have this couch for the rest of our lives?
I literally did say,
Hello?
get whatever you want. I said, get whatever you want.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh,
so
that's
now
why-
she's like cuddling in with us on the couch,
Yeah,
taking
now
the
all
time.
All the COVID threat goes out the
Yeah.
window. You guys want to make out before we fill out the paperwork?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I thought you did.
I just knew that.
Did
she
you
got
see
nicer.
do you see the catalogs in the house? I immediately recycled them.
Okay, I thought you were nesting.
I do nest. I do nest. So in fairness to you, I do nest.
You're not pregnant though. Let's clear it up.
Yeah,
You're
no.
not nesting for any reason in particular.
No. So if you could see, which we can't turn the camera, we
We can
literally
turn the camera.
No.
We're not gonna
I'm
turn
not
the
going
camera.
to, because you would see that our Christmas tree is still up, and that we literally have a row of recliners that we have just
They're all mismatched.
Yeah, because we took them from various parts of the house. And so we all have a seat. And this is how Cassie's just acclimated to it. She's like, I'm going to sit on the couch. I'm like, that's a chair, Cassie. That's a chair. Stop calling it a couch.
Our living room looks like Delta Kappa. It looks like Tau Kappa Epsilon furnished our living room. Mismatched recliners.
Yeah.
And we don't really give a shit.
No.
We're not fancy people.
No, we're not. We're not. But we wanted. So
And we're not our house people.
No. And the Bramnicks were going to come over. Our good friends, John and Patricia Bramnick, were going to come over for dinner. And they still are, but I feel like I need to get furniture beforehand. But Patricia's so gracious. She's like, you don't need furniture to have us over.
I'm on to something. If we invite them over and we don't have furniture,
Yeah.
maybe they'll feel like we can't swing it. And what we do is we leave out our house catalog.
Oh, okay.
And you circle shit.
Yeah.
And maybe John will just say, let's just get it for him.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I doubt that'll happen.
No, I doubt that either. So Denise is on, and Vinny Vaughn is on, and
yeah,
Marianne
let's
said
have some
hi.
people.
So David and Janet said they love that we use the glasses. We do. I love
Yeah,
these
I love them.
glasses.
Absolutely.
Cheers. And we love drinking our wine out of them. And
We getting some wine lately.
well, it's funny. So
Before you go into it, can we
Okay.
just?
Yeah.
So we had JB Smooth.
yeah, we had JB Smooth this weekend.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
And his daughter and the video team and Think Floyd, who's
Yeah.
his brother.
His brother.
It's comedy the way that I always loved it. Fun
Right.
people. JB Smooth is fun. He's the most fun person in the room.
Right.
If I'm not there. And
If you're not there, you're so modest.
and Floyd is fun. And so I love the show. Now it was sold out in advance. And we get a phone call from Rico Rodriguez.
Right.
And Vicky knows him because he is
MFA fighter.
he's an MFA fighter. And
Is it not MMA? Oh,
and no one knows what MFA is. Nobody knows. A lot of people watch.
you knew this whole time I've been saying MFA instead of MMA. You knew this whole time.
I did. It made me so happy. She's told me before, you know what we'll do? We'll talk about Rico and how he's an MFA fighter. And I'm like, let's do that. Let's make sure we mention. And I didn't even have to prompt her in. MFA is some type of parent-teacher thing at school, isn't it?
No, it's what I have in my Master's of Fine Arts.
Oh, you're the MFA. That's what it is. I knew it wasn't fighting. But I'm not even a college graduate, so I shouldn't have to know MMA. I'm a dope. But it cracked me up because you're like, we'll talk about him and how he's an MFA fighter. Like,
He's fighting poetry and short stories.
Yeah, it's so funny. So he did cost, and we were sold out.
Yes.
But he's a friend of the club, and he's a friend of Joey Diaz, who we love. And he calls up and he goes, can you get me in? And I go, yeah. And he goes, I'll bring you a little present.
Right.
I said, you don't have to do that. He goes, no, I want to bring you a present. We got him a dinner reservation at Salt.
Yeah.
Salt across the street, Steakhouse 85 across the street, 2 unbelievable hangs. He
Yeah,
went to
so good.
Salt. He has a girl. First time he's dating the girl. Did you know that?
No.
First date with the girl. And so we got to make him look good.
Yeah.
And this guy is 6'5", 250 pounds.
Right.
And whenever I see him, he doesn't remember that I am an MFA fighter. That's all I do. I fight her. I'm an MFA fighter.
With your words.
So he picks me up
Right.
and he bear hugs me.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, but you know what he does with me? He cracks my back, which is very nice
Right.
and kind of homoerotic.
Okay.
He cracks my back. It feels good.
Yeah.
Anyway, he came in and we got him in and he brought us a little present. Now, this is not to say that any gift we got a beautiful gift. Where's our little framed photo? We're going to show that in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We love gifts, but we don't ask for gifts. But this gift kind of blew me away a bit. Right?
It did.
So, guys, you bring it up.
So, but Vinny won't let us open it yet. I wanted to open it, but tonight, so I figured, celebrating the live
wasting
stream.
this on us.
Yeah. So, but no, he won't let us open it. So we are literally drinking wine that had like part of a corkscrew in it
So
right now.
Chris from Salt told me that's a $600 bottle of wine,
Right.
and I think that's very, very nice.
It's
and
beyond,
unnecessary.
Yeah, beyond generous. And I mean, especially since we don't even have living room furniture, it doesn't belong in our house.
Well, we may sell that bottle to buy the couch. But I want to tell everybody, if you're buying us wine, it's super sweet. Don't feel compelled to go over $500 a bottle.
Meanwhile, I love Verdi. That's like $6 for like
Verdi.
a huge jug of
the
like
Magnum.
fake champagne.
For the Magnum.
Yeah.
And
so it's funny that we had the MMA fighter. I'm gonna keep saying MFA fighter in the club because I swear to God, as God is my witness, a week ago, and I had forgotten that you used to watch MMA fighting with Cassie when she was little. I had
used
put
to
a
piss you off so bad.
I did because I was just very. I don't know. It's barbaric. It's very violent.
it's violent and it's wonderful violent.
So a friend of mine sends me a text, a very close friend of mine sends me a text, and it's our two daughters with our daughter wrestling her daughter to the ground, saying she wasn't letting her up until she tapped out. So that's never a text you want to get. Never you want to get with your 9-year-old daughter. So now I call in a panic and I'm like, oh my God, Kate, I'm so sorry. Is Abby all right? To which Kate's credit, she's cracking up going, well, Abby didn't tap out. She could have tapped out.
And
she could have tapped out.
Kate understands it because Kate's competitive.
Yes. But as a mother, I was mortified. I'm like, I don't even know where she learned that. I don't even know.
Not me, Kate.
I'm
Proud.
I was so upset. So Cassie gets home and I'm like, oh, maybe it was one of her Disney shows. So now I'm calling both Maddie and Tabby. I'm like, where would your sister learn? Tap out. Where would she possibly learn that? And Tabby goes, didn't you used to watch Fighting with Dad? I'm like, no. But I forgot. And so Cassie gets home and I'm like, where did you learn the phrase tapping out? Like, is it that new superhero show? And she's like, no, Mom. Remember, I used to sit and watch all those cage matches with Dad. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, it's not the phone call you want to get.
You should see her at the dog fights.
Yeah.
But Kate is super competitive.
She is.
And can I tell a story of the basketball? I can tell.
It's hysterical.
So it's 9-year-old basketball, and I should have printed the one picture, but I don't want to.
No, it's not right.
And Kate's kid goes for a rebound. Another kid goes for it. So they both got their hands on the ball. And Kate's little Abby, 9-year-old beautiful little girl, rips the ball and sends the kid flying.
But that was after the girl the whole game had been all over Abby. Like literally all over her.
You get what you bake. So anyway, so the ref goes, take it easy. Coaching the game is Kate and her husband, John. John goes, take it easy. And we hear Kate, I like it. I like it.
But honestly, that game was really a very physical game. And honestly, the ref wasn't calling anything. It was extremely physical game.
You don't even. It's 9-year-old soccer. It was great.
It's 9-year-old basketball. But yeah. So,
extreme physical.
It was very physical. It was very physical.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
And
so,
I liked it too.
I know you did. You did.
I did because you got to teach the kids how to take care of themselves, how to compete.
Yeah.
Right.
So
do you think there's too much above us?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. The horse kind of fills it in.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you some pictures from the club also. Now, I want to tell you why. So in the club on Saturday night, there's a guy. He's in a corduroy Garanimal suit. He's got a brown corduroy with hideous patches, brown corduroy pants, matching brown shoes. With him is a younger woman, and they start talking to me. It's loud in the club, and I am picking on the guy's outfit.
Right.
And the woman said something to me about being a firefighter, and I said to him, "Oh, you're a firefighter." And he goes, "Yes, I am." I said, "Do yourself a favor and burn that outfit as soon as you can." And they all start laughing. Then the woman says, "I'm also a firefighter. I'm his daughter." It is the first father-daughter firefighting team in the state of New Jersey.
That's so awesome.
Here's the picture of her as a young girl going in with her father. And I'll tell you something, firefighters lay it on the line, right?
Oh, yeah.
Firefighters
really,
lay it on the line.
Just so thankful
there
for them.
She's a young girl trying on the jacket. And she goes on to become a firefighter. This is a photograph. Let me see if I can find the photograph of them today. This is a photograph of them today on the rig.
He must be so proud of her. He must be so proud.
But you can tell from this photo if you look close, he seems annoyed.
No.
He seems like, I drove you to work, you didn't pay for gas, something's going to. But this is an amazing thing.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
And I'm going to get their names up in a second.
Yeah.
Because I meant to remember.
That's so amazing. That really is so amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I like too. There's one more shot. They did a photograph. They did a likeness of them, and I don't know what you call this. Is when you cartoonize the photograph. And I just think it's terrific, and it makes me very, very happy that they came to the club and that they enjoyed the show. I love that. One more shot I want to show you. This is a guy that celebrated his birthday with us at the club. Now, this guy was all for the fun. Look at the outfit this guy's wearing. I think he turned 50-something, but look at that outfit. I love that outfit. His whole group was in. You don't like the outfit?
I can't see.
It's a 3-piece matching suit.
It hasn't popped up on my screen yet, and you know what?
It's got to pop up any second.
I'm not wearing my my glasses.
Do you like it?
Oh, that's a fun outfit.
Yeah.
It's
By the way, when
outfit.
you're saying it hasn't popped up yet, I don't know how that works on delay, but in either case, it doesn't matter. It's really fun. The people that came in this weekend were a ton of fun. And I'll tell you what, why can't I get rid of that?
I don't know.
I'll get rid of it. There we go. I'll go back to there. I'll tell you that when they're in and they're having fun like that, or you meet someone special like that, you love it. You know who else was in? I didn't tell you, Rick Fortune was in.
Oh, no way.
Rick Fortune was in.
I remember him.
And by the way, the name is Daryl and Sheena, I believe it's Robinson. Yep. Daryl and Sheena Robinson are the first female, the father-daughter. Okay, her full name is Sheena Spence now.
Okay.
She's the first female firefighter in Elizabeth, and it's the first father-daughter firefighter team in the state of New Jersey.
That's
Love
awesome.
That. I want to call them out because
that's incredible. That really is incredible. And to honestly think about as a parent, because that's a dangerous job.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's so incredibly proud that his daughter is doing that, but still so worried. Every day you go to work, you're worrying about saving everybody and making sure your daughter's okay too.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she feels the same way about her father. Like, really, God bless him. God bless him.
I'll tell you what, thank you very much, Robinson family. The rest of the Robinson family doesn't do shit. That's the bad
You don't
part.
know them.
They don't do shit. Okay, now what do we have? A couple comments here.
Right.
What did Vince say?
He said kudos to the fireman and the daughter and for
Yeah,
us
of
giving
course.
them
Yeah, you
respect.
gotta send the love up.
And Phil says hello. Jan Derrick says love your fireplace. Thank you, Jan. You know what? These bricks were actually on
Yeah.
the property when we bought it, and we built the fireplace with
We
the
built
actual
the fireplace
yeah.
out of those bricks. Those bricks are
Right. So Marianne says all we need is the air hockey table. Actually, Marianne, we used to have one down in the basement, so we could have just moved it up into the living room.
back when Marianne spent her time with us at the Super Bowl party. She
No,
would've known that.
Marianne.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah.
They said Marianne was watching.
No.
I was shocked that Marianne would be watching.
Yeah.
Now you should tell that story too, because Cassie went to a birthday party. I don't know what
Right.
happened.
This weekend we were on different schedules, and
That's
so
always.
it is always.
Oh,
And
come on. Let's have a pop-in visit.
a quick hello.
A quick pop-in visit.
Yeah.
Here's my sidekick, everybody. Cassie Brand popping in. Say hello.
Live by the fire.
Yeah.
Say-
Live
say
fire
hello
with the
into
fire.
my mic. You talking to my mic. How you doing, Bird?
Move.
Say a quick hello.
Hi.
You went to a good party on Saturday, right?
I did.
Yeah, and was it like what kind of party was it?
It was very similar to American Ninja Warrior Party, and you did the warped wall, right?
I did.
Right.
I did.
You did, and you didn't get hurt,
No.
but several other children did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were dropping like flies. Yeah.
Cassie, you're
First
tough as
time,
nails.
I was already up.
Yeah.
Cassie, you're tough as nails. And when you made Abby tap out, did she ever eventually tap out?
I had to keep
Yeah,
jumping on
yeah,
her,
be-
and then I tickled her, and then she tapped out. Ashley gave me a little help too. So we were
Abby is
really,
tough as nails.
We were
Yeah.
really trying to get her out. So
Yeah,
It
but
worked out, right?
yeah,
yeah.
tapped out.
Yeah, and
Ashlyn tapped out right away though.
Are you the toughest of your friends?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right?
know.
Anybody make you tap out?
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
I'll
You know-
lay there.
Yeah, Sandy,
lay there.
my Grammy's cousin Sandy says hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
So-
And Denise says hi too.
Hi.
Yeah.
and we got a lot going on this winter, right? Doing some skiing with us, doing a lot of fun stuff.
Asking.
We Vicky's tapping Cassie under the table.
I'm tapping her out.
So we don't say anything that people aren't supposed to know. Like maybe there's going to be a day of hooky.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a day of hooky.
Maybe we're.
Because
Yes.
you're a rookie.
No, I'm not a rookie. I don't care. Like when I was a kid, you left school for a myriad of reasons. And if skiing, like we never went skiing. I mean, that wasn't something we were allowed
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
We had no money. But I mean, we left school for all kinds of things.
Right.
You know, you take a day off.
She's telling me to get out.
Yeah,
all right,
say
Mom's
goodnight.
kicking her out. Give me a kiss, Bird.
Good
I
night.
love you. You're my baby.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
So we have a date for the Vicky Vinny show.
Yes.
With a big announcement coming up here. And the big announcement is that the Vicky Vinny show is actually, I guess we might as well announce it, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's important to announce it
Right.
in advance.
I got to write it down so I show up. What is it? February
You get
what?
the news the same day Vicky is, everybody. We're all finding out February 10th,
February
which is a
10th.
Thursday night.
Okay. I'm
Now,
free.
look, if you look online to buy those tickets right now,
Yes.
you're not going to see it.
Okay.
You're not going to see it yet.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go on sale tomorrow. February 10th is the new Vicky Vinny date.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, we have a little bit of a situation that requires that day get open. So February 10th will be a Vicky Vinny live show. And the legendary Wid.
Oh my God.
The legendary Wid.
Oh, he's a
is who
good
we are.
time. He's a good time.
Can we tell the Wid story?
Yeah.
Legendary
It's
Wid.
very funny story.
Is one of the funniest comics in the history of show business. I
Yeah.
mean, the guy is an original. He brings a million props. He's crazy funny on stage.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you the jokes because they move so quick.
Yeah.
And you get caught up in it and you're laughing hard before you know what happened. But when I tell you a lot of stuff, he comes with a van load of stuff.
Yeah.
And Whit, I hope you don't get mad at me for telling the story. He came in one time, happened to be February because it was cold.
No, it was Easter.
Easter.
It was Easter.
All right, don't correct me in front of people.
I only
It was-
remember because we were going to, we'll get to my part of the story, but I only remember because we were going to a family event.
Okay, so it's Easter,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a cold Easter.
It was a cold Easter. It was a cold Easter.
And Whit drops all the stuff off at the club, and he does all the shows. And he's making us crazy all weekend long.
Yeah.
Because he's a crazy person to deal with.
Yeah.
Fun, but crazy.
Yeah.
So Wid's making me nuts. And it's Saturday night. Last show comes. Great shows all weekend long. And we're packing up to get out. And Wid's not moving his stuff. And it's a lot of stuff. I go, Wid, get your stuff. You're right. It was Easter. Get your stuff. We got to go. And he goes, I'll get my stuff tomorrow. I say, Wid, there's no one here tomorrow. It's Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
No one's going to be here tomorrow. He goes, I'll get it tomorrow. I can't get it tonight. So I go, Wid, you got to get your van, get your stuff, and get out of here.
Right.
And he goes, you know what? I'm just going to leave here. You tell me what I can't say?
No.
Okay.
Go.
You know, I can't do. And he goes, we'll figure something else out. I said, Wid, go. We're leaving.
Right.
So he goes, well, I can't leave just yet. There's no hotel. There's no hotel reservation. He didn't want a hotel. So I go, why can't you leave? My van got repossessed. And I go, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, when I dropped off my stuff on Thursday, behind on a payment, my van got repossessed. I go, Wid, where are you going tonight and how are you getting there? He goes, I'll sleep here in the club. I go, Wid, you can't sleep in the club. He goes, it'll be great. I'll sleep in the club. I go, Wid, you can't. There's motion detectors and alarms. He goes, I won't move. I won't move. I go, Wid, you can't. And I go, you're going to come home with me. Now, I'm living. This is very early on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't mind saying that Wid van got repossessed because I was still living in the boarding house.
You were living in the boarding house, yeah.
So I said, listen, I go, you come back to my place and you'll sleep in the common living room. And Wid goes, okay. Now, Vicky says,
That was like the one night I went home early
yeah.
to the boarding house.
Yeah, Vicky went home early to the boarding house. She didn't live there, but we're leaving. Let's make sure we know. Vicky did not move into the boarding house.
No.
This was before I had any money or we had any money. She still wanted to marry me. But
No. So I had my apartment at college, and you lived in the boarding house, but I had gone back to the boarding house to sleep, and I went back early, and
you really do sound like a trooper. Like when I hear the things you did and put up with, you sound very much like, who the hell does that? What kind of,
I don't know. So anyway, I went to bed on your futon because you also didn't have a bed. So you just had the futon.
Just had the futon.
Very uncomfortable. And so I went to bed, and you rolled in at like some wee hours of the morning. And so I wake us up because we've got to go to somebody's house. I forget who in the family. And so I go out to go use the bathroom.
Wait, I come home. She's asleep. I sat with her on the couch.
Yeah,
Very quietly.
right outside of Vinny's bedroom.
Right.
In the boarding house. Yeah.
And I sat with her. I'm like, be quiet. Don't wake Vicky up. So go ahead.
So I go out of Vinny's bedroom to go use the bathroom. And first I see a strange man in tighty whities laying only tighty whities laying on the couch. And I'm like, holy moly.
On top of the blanket. Not even on the blanket.
And then I realize who it is. And now I freak out because the owner of the house was beyond meticulous.
Fastidious.
Yeah. And he literally installed various like 2 front doors. So like he walked in one front door, Vinny and the other boarders walked in the other front door, but they were literally like right next to each other. He put up like extra walls, and he would not take kindly to some man in tighty whities laying on his couch.
And don't you remember he went in the common refrigerator and
Yes.
drank all the downstairs neighbors' beer?
Yes.
So he's laying on the bed. He's all but naked.
Yeah.
He's got the tighty whities on. And by the way, Wid needs a hamburger worse than any human being I know.
Oh my God. Well, I just remember he's pale white, so you can't tell really where the tighty whities start and
Looks
stop.
like a prisoner of war.
And
He looks like a prisoner of
yeah,
war.
he's very thin, and he's got black hair. So he's got like that like unruly chest
Wait, how
hair.
long were you staring at Wid's
and
body?
crazy hair like coming out of his head.
Sounds like someone took a couple photos. Let me get one more angle. So good.
So I run in and I wake up Vinny and I'm like, Vinny, what the hell? Why is Whit out there? And so I now have to pry Vinny like out of bed and I'm like, we've got to get him going. Whit's got to go. We can't leave him here.
We got to go. And he drank all the beer. He ate food. There's food there.
Yeah.
Listen, the guy that ran that house is still a very good friend of mine. And to this day doesn't know the story. No. It does not know the story. And if you watch the podcast, he'll laugh and call me. But Wid ate and drank food, and we're waking up. He's going, He still doesn't know where to go. He's going, clean up and watch TV. I'm like, you're not cleaning up and watch out. Let's go. And we took him back to the club.
Yeah.
I think we rented a van because we got him out.
Yeah, because we were actually late to wherever we were going.
Very late.
Because we had to get Wid. We had to get all of Wid's props. You know, he comes with a van full of props. So he had... we had to get all these props.
Yeah.
And then we had to get him somewhere to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny because I'm going to tell you a story you don't know. But that, first of all, the story aside.
Yeah.
Wid is the next Vicky Vinny show. And you're going to laugh.
Oh, my God. He's so funny. He is really a very, very, very funny person.
Quick. And he's a great guy.
So
great
funny.
Guy. So that'll be February 10th.
Yeah.
Here's a story you don't know. So are you timing me?
Yeah.
We're almost done.
No.
You're going to love the story. So years ago, I got hired by a guy to work. His first name is Pete. I'm thinking of his last name, but it really is irrelevant because you will not know this person. Pete DiLorenzo. Pete DiLorenzo hires me to do a gig somewhere up in North Jersey. And it's 1989. Mm-hmm. Because this is the story of the Ford Taurus wagon breaking down on me on the way home. Okay. Mm-hmm. I used to tell a story about the Ford wagon and how many recalls I had. One of the recalls said the car tends to catch fire.
Right, tends to catch fire.
In any event, so Pete DiLorenzo hires me. It's this gig in way North Jersey. It's very, very cold out. I remember that. Mm-hmm. And DiLorenzo had just spent a week working in the tropics somewhere.
Right.
And he sunburned awfully. He was also pasty white, and now he is fire engine red, covered in blisters.
Right.
When I get to the gig, I remember calling Pete saying, well, how do I know you're there? He goes, you'll see my limo out front. And I'm like, you got a limo? He goes, yeah, because everywhere I go, I take a limo because it's good for my image. What I didn't know, what I found out that night, is that he traveled exclusively in a limousine. Because Pete DiLorenzo purchased a 9-year-old limousine. Okay.
That is good for your image.
Oh, my God. He would pull up, and then he would climb into the back and come out the back door.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
It's ridiculous. I mean, people see there's no driver. So Pete DiLorenzo in his own limousine, and the show is...
He needed one of those mannequins that like our garbage man has, on the other side, so it looks like another human is sitting there.
That would be a great play. I don't know why they wear about that, but they do have one. I don't know what it's all about. No. So DiLorenzo and I did the gig. DiLorenzo had a very bad show. I had a great show. And I go to leave and my car breaks down. Mm-hmm. And DiLorenzo, I call him, and DiLorenzo goes, I'll come get you. He drives to where I'm broken down, waits for a tow truck in the limousine.
Right.
He goes, you come back to my house and you sleep. So I go back to his house and I sleep. Now, he's making me crazy, telling me stories about how the limo elevated his career and blah, 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 blah. And he sets me up on the couch, up in this like apartment. So it's a living room and a kitchen and a bathroom and a bedroom. And I'm sleeping in the living room. I remember that when I went to go to bed, I just had to brush my teeth and walk directly to the couch. Now, I go to sleep. Pete DiLorenzo, walking up the stairs to the apartment, is crawling because the blisters are so bad. Mm. He takes his shirt off, and I'm like, oh my God, have you been to the hospital? Like, you need to be at a hospital. He goes, nah, I got no insurance. In my head, I'm going, very few people that demand limousine transportation don't have insurance. So I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning. I go to Disoriented.
Right.
7:30 in the morning, I wake up. I'm shaking it off. I put my glasses on, and I look across the room, and sitting on the toilet with the door open, fully All I see is him in profile like this. Okay. And he looks over and he goes, "Hey, good morning, sleepyhead." I'm like, "Oh my God." I go, "Pete, what are you doing?" He goes, "I'm dropping some kids off at the pool." He goes, "I didn't want you to wake up and not see someone." And I'm like, "I would have preferred it." I would have definitely preferred it. And he was burned to a crisp. He was burned so bad.
That's so gross.
Yeah. And so that day, I get the car and the car got towed and I got picked up, and I get home to my ex-wife and she right away said, "You met someone last night." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I met Pete DiLorenzo.
Right.
He's covered in blisters." So we got a lot done. It was a fast little podcast, right?
Yes, it is. And I feel like we didn't even touch upon one of this other stories. So we'll have to put that
Which
up
one?
tomorrow.
Which one?
About the airplanes.
Oh, you got to do that real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do it quick. This is a news story.
I feel like we have to let everybody know this. So,
This is dangerous.
it actually is. So today in the news, and why it just came out today, clearly they knew that this technology was happening. AT&T and Verizon tomorrow release their 5G phones. Now, if you haven't heard about this, it's a big deal because 10 major airlines have banded together and have said they don't want this to happen because the 5G phone will interfere with a landing mechanism for the airplanes.
Could.
It could.
Could.
Right. It could. It could.
Crapshoot.
It is a crapshoot. So
Is this when you're on the plane if you make a phone call with the
no, it's if you're within 2 miles of the airport. Within 2 miles.
Don't you
because
know how
it's
many kids are going to sit outside the airport trying to make a plane?
I
get on?
know. I know.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
that's also too. Like I thought to myself, how did this not make news earlier? Like, how did we not hear about this earlier? And basically, what the airlines have said is it could be catastrophic disruption. That there could catastrophic. And so basically what they said is it has to do with like radio frequency and that the 5G being too close to the frequency that the landing gear is on. But also I say to myself, Jiminy Crickets, like, do we really need to talk to someone that much? Like,
I just
hey.
made slime.
Oh, get
Okay,
out of the
all
picture.
right. Yeah. So, like, do you really need to talk to somebody that fast? Like, oh my God, I got that you're going to take down an airplane. Like, we need that technology.
Oh, yeah, I can't hear you. The plane is crashing. Talk louder.
Right. And then they said because of this, travel, which has already been affected.
Yeah.
And shipping is affected, which literally already things are already like so far behind.
So what is the 5G? I thought we already had 5G phones.
I really don't understand it because I read a bunch of articles on it. And it basically said like AT&T and Verizon are pushing back in saying
We need this.
well, they're already pissed because they said 40 other countries have allowed it.
Oh,
But with that said, listen, in United States, knock on wood, let me knock on some wood, there's not that many plane crashes at all. And in other countries, there are. So why would we
maybe that's why.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, why would we put ourselves up against other countries? Like, I don't know. The United States is pretty much like the gold standard with
travel.
travel.
Travel safety is here.
Right. And then, so AT&T and Verizon agreed to temporarily suspend and limit some of the 5Gs tomorrow, but they're not specifying
Which airport?
which airport. So you're just rolling the dice tomorrow. Rolling the dice, hoping that the landing gear works.
You
Like,
got to think that Newark is in the excluded zone, right? Because all the big airports will be the ones that they protect. If you're flying out of
I don't know.
some rinky-dink little bullshit airport,
Right.
you're probably taking
So-
your cell phone life at hand.
So Phil is saying he's been arguing with ADT because they want to send someone to his house to update the alarm because of 5G. But they won't guarantee the tech to vax, and his wife is 8 months pregnant.
They
so
won't guarantee that what?
the tech is vaxxed. So and his wife is pregnant. So he doesn't.
Oh, won't guarantee the technician is vaccinated. I see.
Yeah, that is hard.
Well, the vaccine is very effective. And
We won't go there. We won't go there. So anyway, so if you're flying tomorrow, Jiminy Crickets, good luck. And
Good luck to you tomorrow.
We were this past weekend, and then we'll close on this. We were supposed to go to Naples.
Right.
We were going to go down to Naples, and my mom and stepfather were going to come and meet us there. And then, a whole host of things happened that we couldn't go. And fortunately, they had those. No one was hurt. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but they had those crazy tornadoes.
Tornadoes right through Naples.
Right. And now with all the flight interruptions, like we would have been coming back tomorrow. Like I would have been so nervous flying back.
All of this makes me just want to get furniture and stay home.
Yeah, furniture. Yes, we need furniture. That is a moral of this whole podcast. We need furniture.
We need furniture. So
Yeah.
Ben Glebe tomorrow night in
Yes.
New Brunswick. Ben Glebe getting ready for his new album taping. Really funny comic. First time for us having.
Yes.
Ben Glebe, very excited. In Bridgeport this weekend, Justin McKinney.
Oh, we love
Justin.
Love
McKinney.
Justin. Love
In
Justin.
New Brunswick, D.L. Hughley. Love him too.
Yes, he's very
February
funny.
10th, Vicky and Vinny Live coming up.
Yeah.
Jason Nash next weekend. Next weekend in Bridgeport, Rod Mann.
Oh, wow.
And the return of the phone call coming very soon. The return of the prank phone call coming soon.
Yeah.
And our new dinner and show packages at what?
Yeah.
$28, $29?
Something like that.
Best damn date night. You know what's great about the club? I'm closing on this.
Yeah.
We made it so much fun. The movie clips are back.
Yeah.
We're out of pandemic mode completely. The movie clips are back. The phone call is back. Everything's coming back
Right.
that we had to give a break to
Yeah.
because of the 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Right.
And the club, you can go to the club and just enjoy yourself. And it doesn't matter who the comic
This is what happens when you work
Yeah,
from
I
home.
know. I know.
This is what happens when you work from home.
Jump out, bird.
I made slime. Hold on.
Okay, wait. I'm finishing
Okay,
something.
okay,
You can say it
I
one
made
minute.
slime.
Okay.
You made slime. So the idea is that you go to the club and you just enjoy yourself and you love the club. Cassie, come over here and talk.
Yay.
Okay, what'd you make?
I made slime. It's
All right, that's it?
Well, it took me a lot of work because in the instructions to making slime, it didn't say to add this one thing. But I'm realizing that I did have to add it. So now my hands are burning a little.
Can you
Right.
just tell the people real quick what you did last night at the kitchen table without telling mom and dad? What did you make?
What did I make?
She put on chemical goggles.
Oh yeah, I did a volcano.
Yeah, we're in the other room watching TV.
No, we were playing Scrabble. You were
Oh, we're
getting
playing
your ass
Scrabble.
kicked.
I was getting my ass kicked. Yeah, I was getting
So
Ed.
bad that she had to scream, "I hate you" to Daddy.
Yeah, so I'm a sore loser, and
Just like me.
yeah, so
Sore winner.
she was at the kitchen table doing chemistry experiments. So,
I did a volcano.
Cassie, say hi to Marianne.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right, say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah, say goodnight.
Well, not until you end the live.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night,
All
everybody. And Cassie's Live will be returning soon. Get those tickets for the shows. We love you for hanging out on us Tuesday night. And we're so glad the stream didn't interrupt today.
Yeah.
We will see you all very soon. Love to all.
All right, good night, everybody.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye. Good